So hi everyone and welcome back once again to the channel. So as you know, MSMEs is one of the most important topic in IE and IFS subject of JAIIB examination, and every year they ask a lot of question from this particular topic, right? Now if you go through the syllabus of IE and FS, so MSMEs they have mentioned a lot of things, like for example importance of MSMEs, significance of MSMEs, challenges with MSMEs. So since it is an objective examination, there are very less chances that they are going to ask such questions like importance, significance and challenges. Rather, mostly they ask question from the criteria of MSMEs, or what are some of the major initiatives which have been taken by the government to give a boost to the MSMEs in the country, right? So in today's video we are going to talk about the revised criteria, the revised definition of MSMEs. As you know, in budget 25-26 the Ministry of Finance has the revised the criteria of MSMEs, and we'll also talk about the other major announcements which were done in the budget 25-26 with respect to MSMEs. And this video, my dear friends, is very important. Definitely you are going to have one or two questions from this small and short video. ठीक है, चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं विद फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सबसे पहले हम बात करते हैं कंट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ एमएसएमईज इन इंडियाज इकोनॉमी, राइट? सो इफ वी टॉक अबाउट द शेयर ऑफ एमएसएमई जीवीए इन इंडियाज जीडीपी, इंडिया के जीडीपी में जो एमएसएमई का जीवीए है उसका क्या शेयर है? सो इन 2020-21 इट वाज 27.3%, यानी एमएसएमई जीवीए इन इंडियाज जीडीपी वाज 27.3%, but it has been increased to 30.1% by the end of financial year 22-23, right? So which means the contribution of MSME has been increasing continuously. उसके अलावा if we talk about the growth of MSME exports, so in 2020-21 it was just 3.95 lakh crores, just 3.95 lakh crore, and there has been a 3 times increase to more than 12 crores in financial year 24-25, यानी कि 4 सालों के अंदर 3 गुना इंक्रीज हुआ है इन दी MSME exports. It was around 4 crores in 2021 and it is more than 12 crores in 2024-25, which means the government is focusing on MSME, and MSMEs are growing in the country. Then if we talk about the share of export of MSME related products in all India export, so if we are exporting 100 rupees of worth product from India, then in 22-23 43.49% of the all India export was from the MSME related products. It increased to 45.73% in 23-24 and it increased to 45.79% in 24-25, which means again the share of MSME related exports in all India export has been increasing continuously. ये continuously increase हो रहा है, right? So this is how the MSMEs are contributing in India's economic growth, in India's economic development, right? और जो अभी हम fourth largest economy बने हैं, MSMEs have played a major role in that, right? And keeping this thing in mind, the government has revised the classification criteria of MSMEs, right? So this criteria is is applicable from 1st of April 2025. It is applicable from 1st of April 2025. So micro enterprises की हम बात करें, and the criteria, as you know, is based on two dimensions. One is investment, one is turnover. So in terms of investment, the current, यानी कि अब तो पुराना हो गया, the previous criteria was 1 crore, right? And it has been revised to 2.5 crore, which means if any enterprise has an investment of 2.5 crore or less, that is classified as micro enterprises, right? In case of small, it was 10 crore, it has been increased to 25 crores. In case of medium, it was 50 crores and it has been increased to 1.5 times, that is 125 crores. If I talk about the turnover अगर हम बात करें, so the turnover criteria has been doubled in all the three categories, micro, small and medium, right? Previously it was 5 crore, so if any enterprise had the 5 crore turnover, it was classified as micro enterprise, but now this turnover criteria has been revised to 10 crores now. Small enterprises was 50 crore, it has been increased to 100, and medium enterprises was 250 crores, it has been increased to 500 crores. और यहां से definitely, my dear friends, you are going to get a question. I have no doubts about it. ठीक है, they are definitely going to ask a question from the revised MSME classification criteria. ठीक है, so याद रखेंगे, for micro, small, medium investment 2.5, 25 and 125. for turnover 10, 100 and 500, right? Now let's talk about the other announcements which have been made, and these are also very important. So first of all, the government has enhanced the credit availability for the MSMEs, because that is something which is a very major concern for MSMEs in the country. You're working in bank, you must be knowing this fact that MSMEs are, are roaming here and there for having the credit availability. So the government has enhanced the credit availability for the MSME, and the credit guarantee cover for micro and small enterprises, not medium, right? You need to be specific about the facts when you are studying. So for micro and small enterprises, it has been increased from 5 crores to 10 crores, enabling the additional credit of 1.5 lakh crore over the next 5 years. अगले 5 सालों में इस चीज की वजह से, right, because of revising the credit guarantee cover criteria, 1.5 lakh crores of additional credit shall be credited into the accounts of micro and small enterprises, right? Along with this, the startups, for startups, the guarantee cover has been doubled from 10 crores to 20 crores, and the fees on loans has been reduced by 1% in 27 priority sectors. All right, and the exporter MSMEs, there is a benefit for exporter MSMEs as well. So exporter MSMEs will benefit from term loans up to 20 crores with enhanced guarantee cover. With all these three major decisions, the government has ensured that the credit availability for the MSMEs, is increased. The next is a new scheme for credit cards has been launched for micro enterprises. Now you need to be specific, guys. This enhanced credit guarantee cover is for micro and small, and this new credit card scheme is for micro enterprises only. So a new customized credit card scheme will be launched, and it will provide rupees 5 lakh in credit to the micro enterprises, right? Now all a micro enterprise has to do is that it must be registered on the Udyam registration portal. The micro enterprise must be registered on Udyam portal. Only then that enterprise shall be eligible to get the benefit of this credit card scheme, right? And in the first year, that is financial year 25-26, total 10 lakh cards will be distributed to the micro enterprises. All right. The next major announcement is the support for startup. A new fund of funds will be started. A new fund of funds will be announced. Actually, it has been announced. It will be launched with a corpus of 10,000 crores, and this fund will expand the support to the startups, right? And a new scheme on the lines of Stand Up India scheme. So as you know, there is a Stand Up India scheme under which the government provides financial support to the women and SC/ST entrepreneurs, right? The first time entrepreneurs, the greenfield enterprises. Okay, so on the same lines, a new scheme will be launched for first time women, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe entrepreneurs, right? Total 5 lakh beneficiaries shall be provided benefit of this scheme, and term loans up to rupees 2 crore shall be provided over a period of 5 years under this particular scheme. ठीक है, तो तीन बातें हैं. पहला चीज, this scheme will be for the first time women, SC and ST entrepreneurs. Number one, total 5 lakh beneficiaries shall be provided support. Number two. Number three, term loan up to rupees 2 crore will be provided over a period of 5 years. Alright, so that is the support for startups. And now last but not the least, there will be a focus on labor intensive sector by the government of India through the Ministry of MSME. So the government will launch a focus product scheme for footwear and leather sector, right? This scheme will support design, component manufacturing and non-leather footwear production. There will be three areas of focus: designing, component manufacturing and non-leather footwear production, right? And it is expected that this scheme will create 22 lakh jobs and generate a turnover of more than 4 lakh crores, right? Not only this, the government will come up with a new scheme for the toy sector to promote cluster development and skill building, and this scheme will position India as a global manufacturing hub for toys, right? And last but not the least, once again, a NIFTEM, that is National Institute of Food Technology, Entrepreneurship and Management, will be established in Bihar to give a boost to the food processing industries in the eastern part of the country. All right. So yeah, that's it, my dear friends. These are some of the major announcements which were made in the budget 25-26 regarding the MSME sector, and I'm 100% sure that you are going to get one or two questions from this particular video. All right. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in some other video on some other very important topic for IE and IFS for the JAB examination. Till then, keep studying and keep studying hard. Goodbye, take care, and God bless.